Hey guys, just picked up an old fishing reel on eBay. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so here it is. It's a Garcia Mitchell 622, made in France. All I've done so far is I've just pulled the old line off of it. It's quite a heavy line, probably, and very old. It hasn't been used in a long time. It's probably, I don't know, old line was thicker than mono is these days, so I guess this is probably 30 or 40 pound line, so I've probably been boat fishing with it. I've used these fishing reels since I was a kid. I love them. I think they're great reels, and you can pick them up fairly cheap. May need a little bit of TLC like this one. These Mitchell reels are prone to cracking on the handle side here where the nut is. I'll zoom in, hopefully it'll focus. You see the crack coming up there. That's very common, and there's a fine crack coming up there. It's just what happens to these reels. This is a bit of a wider crack, but I don't believe it makes any difference to the operation. It may seep out a little bit of oil or grease, but that's probably about it. But bear in mind what you pay for these reels. This one has two parts missing that I'm aware of. There's a V-shaped piece of metal there with a screw that goes through it, and that stops this main threaded piece from working loose. As you can see now, the handle's got a lot of play in there, and if I was to use it without this, I'd stand the chance of losing this section or the handle altogether. But I found the bits that I need on eBay, and kind of lucky to find parts for these things because they're old. These were made back in the 70s, and I can give you an exact date in a minute. There's two different types. There's the short handle, which this is the short handle, and the longer handle that has a counterbalance weight on the side, which is common on the 622 and the 624. But other than that, this reel obviously needs a real good cleanup, but it appears to be working okay. Appears to be working fine. I think I paid about 15 bucks, 20 bucks for it, plus a bit of money for shipping. They did come originally with a section that you could bolt to the underside of your rod. Obviously this didn't come with it. I've found a couple more of these reels. They're on eBay all the time, but I found a couple of more that I've bid on, and hopefully I'll be getting them. I just think they're great, hard-working reels. Great for pier fishing on the boat. Not very good for casting. They're not a great casting reel, but just for basic up and down fishing, they're great. They do, I think there's a 600. There's a couple of models that are for beach casting, but they were always prone to bird nests, where your mono would just blow up in there, and it'd be a real pain in the ass to untangle. Anyone that's been fishing with the old-fashioned reels like this, you know, when they were kids, they've experienced many a bird nest. But this is before I clean it up, and I will do another video after I've cleaned it up. I just wanted to show it because they're really good. These are the working man's fishing reels, especially in Europe and England, where I'm from. Obviously they're made in France, but Mitchell did join forces with Abu. That's why they're called Garcia. So Abu Garcia Mitchell. But anyway, that's sidetracking there. So this is the MC version of the Model 622, and the MC basically stands for the short handle, and these were made from 1973 to 1976, so it's got a bit of age to it. Something like 40 years old, so it's not bad for a 40-year-old fishing reel. They were built really well, and they've stood the test of time, and they're very popular fishing reels, especially in the UK. But, so this is as I got it, and I will do another video on it after I've cleaned it up and got it ready for fishing, because I'm going to be putting this back to work. Alright, thanks for watching, catch you later.